Hey guys, we are Finn.
Oh, I can't say and Benji.
You can. It's like a catchphrase.
No, but I'm not Benji.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, true.
That's why I mean I can't say and Benji. I didn't mean I have an objection to the actual phrase.
We are.
Hello. Oh, Finn.
And Benji. Roll the theme
Why did you
song.
say and?
Oh my gosh. Well, because I'm just special.
Okay, fine. Yeah, roll the theme song. Not this again.
Benji and Belinda on the way to Benji and Belinda across the top
And we're back.
You can't do that every time. It's not that. It's not still.
I think it's a good way of engaging.
How many
the
people are
audience back
skipping? We'll
into
see
it.
the statistics. The viewers, they just skip past the theme song now, don't they?
Nah. The theme song's popular. It's popular.
This angle is doing you a lot of favours, mate.
It is. I'm very tall though, you see. I've actually grown since being in Europe. I'm now past 6 foot.
5 foot, you mean? You passed 5 foot now.
Anyway, basically, if you watched our last YouTube video, which you should have already, we we were out with drinks with these
We were out with
lads.
drinks, we were.
Out
And drinks
for
are great
drinks.
people.
And then, so we were with, obviously, Alex from earlier, and 3 other Romanian chaps that were involved in worship and just the church in general. And I was going on about, they were like, oh, have you ever been to Romania? And I was like, no, I've always wanted to go because of the Romanian mountains. And they were like, ha, lol, yeah, you're in Bucharest, you're not going to see mountains here. And then they discussed with one another. And then they came to us and they're like, we have an offer you cannot refuse. And what did they offer?
They said, let's go for a road trip. So we thought, should we go for a road trip with 3 Romanian men we met half an hour ago and don't know all the names of? Hell yeah.
Yes, we do.
So,
And is there a
in
history
a country,
of
organ harvesting for
organ
hitchhikers.
harvesting for
and,
hitchhikers? Yeah, it's fine.
But-
These are church people.
Yeah, no. Alex drove us back to the church where all our
my
stuff
gosh.
was and everything.
What
and
a legend.
Alex,
He's
woo,
driving.
driving
He has
crazy.
phenomenal control
My man's
of the
playing
vehicle.
GTA in real life. It's
But
crazy.
literally, like, he was going around, like,
he's
train
doing all the,
lines.
you know, the screech sounds. You think, oh well, they've just put that in post production. Like
He was creating those
it was
noises.
great.
The wheel turns were mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the bass, he had the bass fully turned up, the speaker full on volume with Romanian drum and bass, and it was just
The car was vibrating.
yeah, oh no, it was sick. It was so cool. So
And
cool.
then, so at this point there were 6 of us in the car, in a 5-seater car, and then he'd also had a beer, which you're not allowed to drink at all for driving in Romania. And then we got a little sign on the thing saying "Police up ahead." So that was fun. But that was all fine. So then we got back to the.
Because we also had too many people in the car as well.
Yeah, I did say that.
Oh, did you say that?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But you listen as much as the viewers do, I'm sure.
I was just enjoying my ice cream, to be fair.
And then we got back to church, and then this other man. If you're watching, I'm so sorry, I don't know your name, but you are a wonderful human being. He started driving us to the mountains, and he also put the Romanian tunes on max volume,
Full volume, bass all
pumping,
the way up.
and
don't know
he
how
was
to
also a questionable, extremely good driver, but woo, safety.
Really good control of the vehicle.
It was more like, will I crash before my organs are harvested or after? But
like the turns, because it was when it got in the mountains, so it was like curves.
and then literally, so it was like a dual carriageway. There were speed bumps on like both sides of the road. He'd slalom them at a crazy speed because he didn't want to go for the speed bumps because you got to slow down for that. Hell no.
He also got breathalyzed as well, but he managed to pass it. Despite having a cocktail, it was like 3 hours before, but still.
Yeah.
So we drove.
And also, and he was like, oh, you know the speed limit? Yeah, I just drive over it. Yeah.
No, he was like, oh yeah, I drive over it, but I don't drive over it too much. so,
At one point, I saw he was 47 kilometers per hour with the speed limit.
Yeah. But then, like when we were in the pub drinking, we were like, okay, we might head off back to the Airbnb now. It was like
We're expecting
11
it quite
PM.
night.
We've been up since like 5:45, and then we're at like 1 a.m. still driving away from home into the mountains with these 3 strange Romanian men. But they
Strange.
were
Oh,
no,
lovely.
as in strangers. They were we loved them. They were so, that was what a vibe. They were so phenomenal. First we reached a castle, and we had to walk up to the castle, and thing is we saw a bin, right, and all the compartments of the bin were everywhere, And why was that, Finn?
It was because they have the second largest population of brown bears in the world. I think that's what we were told anyway after Russia. So bears had been there that day, and he said, "I highly recommend we don't go up this way because of the bears."
Yeah, no, they were
so
like, we shouldn't go up.
And then we said, "Let's do it."
When we saw on Google Maps, it was 5 minutes away, and we were like, "Oh, that's so close."
Yeah.
It was pitch black up this like forest road.
Oh, he also said, "Don't make too much sound because it's technically illegal." And then he said, "Actually, because of the bears, you need to make high pitched sounds and be really loud." So he was like, "Yeah, I'd rather get arrested than."
Exactly.
Be killed, which is a valid
fear.
And then we walked past like a
house.
local's house, and then they said like, "Hey," and then we called back like, "Yeah," and then they said, "I am going to kill you."
Someone random from the bush went, "I am going to kill you." Like,
and then
just from the darkness, he lost it.
I was terrified.
And I was like, "Look behind you, look behind you." I was like,
No. So we kept going. Saw the castle, which was
beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, lit up with like, you know, cream lighting and everything, like gorgeous old castle where the old king of Romania used to have his holidays. Fun fact.
Indeed.
Yeah, but it was sick. It was so good. And then we walked walking around, and it was like there were turrets and cannons everywhere, like old like medieval like gates. It was so cool. It was so cool.
And this takes us up to about 1:30, let's say.
Yeah.
And we're about halfway through the night at this point, so we will save the second half for yet another video.
Yes, we shall. See you
See you
there.
there.
Be blessed.